Listen, I've met a lot of great guys out there. I've met a lot of great guys. It's very sad, the rap industry, but we got a new guy named Boats, and he's very, very good.
Yeah. It's officially the worst album of all time. Yours truly. Yeah.
I just got out another rehab clinic, that's an admission. There's a lot of shit I haven't addressed, an active addiction. So come on, sit back and listen. I'm not a mathematician, but it's chalk and adding up all the plastic cups that I pissed in. All the staff and clinicians asking about prescriptions, having a chat about.
Listen, I'm not really into dreams.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
Special
Hell.
guest. Special guest.
Oh, we getting right into it?
Yeah, we'll get
Oh,
right
we're on?
into it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go.
Let's get it cracking.
Fitzy is on vacation. And so it's just gonna be me and Danny. So then we were all texting last night, and you were like, "Who's coming on?" And I'm like, "Do you want to come on?" And you were like,
Yeah,
"We
you
could-"
threw a line. I was so happy. I was like, fuck yeah.
Well,
dude.
I'm glad that
Honestly.
you fucking threw the line out, actually.
Well, I didn't expect. I just threw it out, being like, when we talked about last time when guys like invite you to do stuff, but they don't really like. I was just like, oh yeah, I wish it was at 9 or whatever. Like I actually did wish it was at 9, and then you guys were like, we can do it at 9. I was like, oh fuck yeah. I was like, okay, I'm not working tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, because me and Danny were texting on the side, and I'm like, I'm wide open. Like, and obviously, honestly, like I love doing the earlier shows. Like the earlier
Same.
the better.
bang it
It's
out,
great, bang it out. Yeah. It's when your mind's working at its sharpest.
Yeah, but I never understood people that wrote or did anything past like 6 p.m.
Yeah.
It was just like, dude, my brain is operating at high capacity right now, almost like psychotic levels. And that's when you want to do stuff, at least creative stuff.
Yeah, I agree. You want to do a rap for us?
Yeah, why not?
All right, let's do this. I just.
I'm going to say that and then fuck up this rap. But
That's all right.
it comes in, it's like,
Yeah, it's like a little intro.
yeah, like speed up.
I thought this was Metallica.
It's just one more, I think.
Yeah, but I'm going to let it go. Right. Yeah. Yeah. All right, you up that a little bit?
Yep.
All right, yeah. A little bit lower. A little bit lower. Yeah, I think that's good, yeah. Yeah. PTC exclusive. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the follow-up. Yo, better get your dollars up. I'm overstressed and addressing less than 1,000 followers on Instagram. But listen, man, it's shit, but I don't give a damn. The ego is a menace, but in essence, it's my biggest fan. Why do I do it? Why am I so congruent with mediocrity? A modern Socrates with influence over the masses. Frankly, when I reference the masses, really just 30 fans and a couple friends and my parents who listen in common. The common denominator shitty. Pretty shitty, but beats getting caught at parties with Diddy. Living lavish in mansions, spending cash in advance and dancing upon a grave like I'm playing Marilyn Manson in a biopic. My rhyming is iconic. Blood diamond, the mind prophet, offer divine prophets who lie often. Safe to say your favorite artist ain't gonna say the truth, but that's okay, cause every day I'm gonna remain the proof that they don't need to change it all and alter appearance. I'm still the same guy you saw at the mall, sharpening clearance. Only difference is today there's a check next to my name and endless pressure to protect that it's never mentioned in vain. Don't refrain from throwing stones from glass houses and homes. Just keep scrolling to your dome till you're passed out by your phone, blasted out by a drone that was sent by the Iron Dome. I'm an iron on my throne. Don't try me inside my zone. So
Yes.
Hey, baby.
it sucks, dude. It's weird when you're doing it in the with the headphones on. It's so hard to, because you're louder than the music by
Yeah,
like a
I know.
mile.
I know.
So I'll
It's
have
like, I think you know what's crazy is like, I'm pretty firm that I can't stand AI, obviously, for like a lot of reasons. But like, one of the biggest things that holds me back from recording new shit is that like, when I did it before, I had like a producer guy that I worked with. He moved to New York. So like, he's always like, you can send me tunes, I'll do them. And I'm like, I kind of like to be with him. But then like, I was like, I just don't know enough about like Logic to properly record it.
Yeah.
So I went into ChatGPT the other day. I'm like, give me a channel strip for like a Martin acoustic, like this Martin, and like,
Yeah.
this is the mic I'm going to use. And it was like, pops it out, like populates it. And I'm like, okay, I can just use that. You know what I mean? That's what AI is good for. You know what I mean?
No, AI will be good.
Bad for taking jobs.
It's good for cleaning stuff up, especially for like creatives that like don't want to do all that extra shit. I do feel bad for the nerds though that are getting the nerds, the casualties in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely are.
They're getting hit left and right with shrapnel.
Dude, all those kids with graphic design fucking degrees.
Oh,
it's
God,
gonna be fucking brutal.
Yeah, it is bad. It's
Matter
rough.
of fact, the kid Al Harris who made Pulling the Cork.
Yeah, it's over there, by the way. It fell off the
Dude, back in he just turned 50, right?
Yeah.
So when he graduated high school, kid is an unbelievable artist.
Yeah.
You give him an idea, takes him like a month, his brain works in mysterious. He's done a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
So he's sober now, but he was on, you know how like they used to do like the scripture on like the side of cars and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got a full ride for a school with that. He goes, and then I feel like the next week, like people just started printing shit. He goes, and then my career was done.
Yeah.
So like he just had like, honestly, like he would just do shit on the side.
Well, what's good about that is like it's going to force people to really market themselves from a grassroots perspective. Like I was watching Shark Tank last night, and there was this chick on that would just make like these stupid like designs about like anxiety and stuff, and she was making a killing. Like she was making like $700,000 a year just putting out like sweatshirt designs, and she would sell the sweatshirts, sell them out, and then once they were done, she was like, "All right, I'm done," and then she would move on and create another sweatshirt. And like they were all saying, like, you built this business, like we can't help you. Like this is all reliant on you.
Yep.
Based on what she built. And it's like, you know what's weird about Shark Tank too? Is when like you have these people that are making like $2 million a year, like their businesses.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so what'd you take home? And they're like, I don't know, like $86,000. I'm like, dude, I made more than this fucking guy. This guy has a $2 billion business and I made more. You know what I mean?
He's
It's like,
sleeping like 2 hours a night.
yeah, I'm like,
stressing.
this isn't worth it. Dude. Like, you kind of made it. And it's like, this is miserable.
And Mark Cuban has half your money.
And Cuban's richer than them by like a ton.
lot.
Yeah.
Did I talk about this, the difference between $1 million and $1 billion?
No.
I heard this on another podcast, but let me ask you this. How much time you think is and I'm stealing this from a different podcast, but how much time do you think 1,000,000 seconds is?
No idea.
Take a guess. 1,000,000 seconds.
2 months.
2 months. Wrong.
Is he close?
No.
We're not math guys.
Yeah.
7 days.
7 days.
It's 7 days.
Yeah, I was going with that.
So 1,000,000 seconds is around 7 days. Tell me how much 1,000,000,000 seconds is.
2 months.
A year.
32 years.
Holy shit.
That's the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire, dude. And like Cuban is like worth a couple billion, and like the next closest guy is like Mr. Wonderful at like 400 million.
Is that
like,
the bald dude?
yeah, he's like head and
stinks.
shoulders above everybody.
You don't like Mr. Wonderful?
I don't like him.
I like him.
I like him.
No,
too.
he's-
I think he lives in Boston.
All right, I like him.
He does live in Boston. He lives he lives in like the
Seaport?
in Back Bay.
He always goes with the royalty deals.
Yeah. He loves that. He loves
Shark Tank is
perpetuity.
my go to bed show when I throw it on.
Did you ever see the videos when they cut rails and they make it seem like he's a complete asshole?
Oh, with the
That's
little kid?
Yo, it's the fucking best.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Get out of my face.
So funny.
So Danny, we got college football on the deck today. You excited? Tomorrow's a big game.
Tomorrow's a big game for both
I'll
of us.
take off.
Yeah. This is gonna be short. Don't worry.
I can't wait. It's Christmas for me. Last night, good games. Actually, honestly, since they started last week, they've had some pretty decent
Yeah.
games going on. Hawaii, do you know the story with their kicker?
I saw the whole thing. I watched the whole game.
So the Hawaii kicker, dude, he's from Japan. He came over.
Oh yeah, he learned on
hell
YouTube.
yeah.
He learned on
He
YouTube.
learned on YouTube how to kick a ball.
Yeah.
Got a scholarship and won the game for fucking Hawaii.
That's awesome.
That's
dude.
sick.
That's why you watch college football.
That is
Like,
Fucking
that's
sick.
the type
and
of
he's got like a wicked cool like Japanese, like it's like Yamamoto or
Well,
something.
dude, in the SEC thing, the special they did on Netflix, there's a kid like who's English. He was like a fucking soccer player,
Oh,
and like
that-
he's a
that-
tight end now, and he's like, I
There's
I thought I could transfer my skills.
There's a punter, an Aussie punter, who's like 39 years old, who just bombs the ball.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
But
that's the great thing about being a kicker.
Is it true with like, because I'm hearing now that it's like, it's good that the players are getting paid and stuff, but I've heard that the repercussions of that is there's less walk-ons. Like there's less walk-on availability because now they're like paying these like,
I'm sure. Yeah.
yeah, so you're not going to get as many like Rudy type stories. You're not going to get like white guys that pull up
Yeah.
to a college at like 34 and
Well,
fucking,
like Diego Pavia, the kid from Vanderbilt's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like he played JUCO, and
oh, he was on the Netflix.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Netflix
yeah.
thing. But anyways, yeah, it's a great weekend for fucking football.
Cocky son of a bitch.
He
that
is.
He is, but I like him.
kid. I mean, if he's on your team, you'll love him.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though. The thing
He's
is, it's
like
like you look
5'8".
you look
Yeah.
at the kid and you're just like, if you were just 2 inches taller,
Yeah,
like,
dude.
you'd be in the
Yeah,
NFL.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the bottom line.
That's all it is. The Pats got Tommy DeVito, dude. Shout out to the North
Yeah,
End.
the
Shout out to my
Italians.
Yeah,
fellow
sure.
Italians. Yeah.
Shout out to his.
That's not why I'm wearing this, but like it is. I mean, that guy, his agent is like out of like good
He's from
solid.
he's from
from
around here.
Salem.
Is
Yeah.
it was a Stellato or something, dude?
Yeah.
He posted a reel. I shared it the other day about him just being like, I heard they got good cutlets in the North End, not better than Tommy's cutlets. I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. It is funny though, because I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I don't think I've ever been in another Italian household.
Really?
Outside of my family. So like I've talked about this before, but the South Shore is just all
Irish,
Irish. It's
yeah.
all Irish.
Yeah.
And I'm half Irish too, but like I'd like you go to the North Shore, it's more Italian. Like, I don't know. I think I was like one of like 3 Italians in my like grade.
Really?
That's how, yeah, dude. Like, so we're from Plymouth County, and at one point, Plymouth County was like the most Irish.
Neighborhood in America.
Yeah, Irish county in probably America. It's probably the most Irish county
Still is.
outside of Ireland,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So like I didn't start meeting Italians really until I got into the workforce. So I was always like, like I never understood why Italians were always like portrayed as fucking like horny retards in like movies and stuff. But then I got in the workforce and I was like, okay. I was like, I get it. I was like, I don't agree with it. I just want to make sure I don't agree with it, but I get it. You know?
Yeah, like I always that was quick to realize why the Irish are portrayed as drunk poets. You know?
Yeah. And then you become one, and
Yeah,
you're like,
like,
oh, well,
yeah. You're like, oh, this is a self-fulfilling
yeah.
prophecy. You know?
I get it.
Speaking of that, you know, it's funny. I was watching last night. So Panuzzo, his neighbor, I was telling Joe this before. I think I mentioned this before. His neighbor in California is Robert Jaleo, who wrote all the songs for fucking Stone Temple Pilots. Right? Like he like everything that they did, he wrote. Scott Weiland sang, but like Jaleo wrote the guitar parts and the bass parts. He's the bass player because he's like you're not being a bass player because somebody's like, hey, we need somebody to play bass. He's like, that's how it happens. He's like, so you're not playing guitar.
That's job security.
Yeah,
for a bass-
exactly.
For a
Yeah.
bass guy, yeah.
But like he was telling the story about like how they got signed and all that shit and like how he met Scott Weiland and all that stuff. And I'm like, Scott Weiland like never meets this guy and like this guy's probably a fucking music teacher somewhere.
Yeah.
Scott Weiland might still be alive. Probably not.
Yeah.
But like it was just wild to think of those like sliding door type scenarios. You know what I mean? Like
Well, it's weird to meet somebody at that age that's like wildly. You only meet like 1 or 2 of those people in your lifetime that's like remarkably talented and just missed it.
Yeah.
Like I was in college. One of my screenwriting teacher was like an actor, and you could tell he was just very good in front of a room, like just really smart fucking guy, and you could tell like really angry too at the acting
Yeah.
industry. So I'm just like. So we had to do a short film for our final project at the end of the year or whatever. And like I hadn't seen this guy in 2 years, but I was like, I wrote the whole short film. It was about a guy that was like a tobacco salesman that ends up getting cancer in like the 70s. So basically everything that he's been selling to people is killing him. So he has to. So I'm like, had this guy in my mind, and I'm like, where the fuck is that? We ran into him one day out of nowhere in like the cafeteria. I hadn't seen him in 2 years. I'm like, do you want to do this? He said, yeah. The guy was unfucking believable.
really?
But yeah, it was just one of those things where I'm like, dude, you should be like elsewhere. You shouldn't be with my fucking ass.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what's funny about that too? It's like the guy who produced the first 2 albums we did. This guy, Steve, I knew of him before I asked him to do it. He's fucking the best session guitar player I've ever seen. Like I remember one song, like I was like,
what's a session?
like a session
player?
guitar player would be like, say Morgan Wallen goes in to do a new album. Like
Yeah.
they just call in like killers. That's not his band that you see on the road.
Inside David Lewin. Sort of, yeah.
yeah. But these guys are like, they go in, they're union musicians.
Yeah.
And they are on everything. Like when you hear Carrie Underwood, you're hearing Tom Bukovac. When you hear Morgan Wallen, you hear Tom Bukovac. He's playing on those albums.
Yeah.
He doesn't go on the road. He just is like the best session guy. You know what I mean?
That has to be the best job
That's
ever.
kind of-
It's a
you
great
just-
job, right? If you're good. I mean, obviously you have to be. But this guy was like that level. Like I remember one song, like he's like, what do you think of this solo? And I'm like, I'm thinking more Keith Richards, less Mike Campbell. And he's like, yeah, one take, boom. But like, there's like 2 things to that, right? It's like you got to have the talent and the ability, but then you also have to have like the get up and go perseverance.
Yeah.
Like he was like, I should have just moved to Nashville like 10 years ago. He just
Yeah.
didn't. You know, I mean, he's got a great life and like he lives in New York now and he gigs and he does stuff with music and he's fucking unbelievable. But like, it's weird how like some people just make that move and they're just like, fuck it, I'm going to fucking Nashville. I'm going to do this. And they just,
Further proof, you got to take risks, dude. In any occupational environment, you need to take risk if you want to get to that point.
Yeah.
You know, and like I can bitch and moan all I want about nothing, but it's like I never moved to California.
Yeah.
I never did what I was supposed to do to get to that point or moved to New York or anything like
Yeah.
that. So you can fucking blame the industry and do that all you want, but if you're not putting in that risk, then the reward's going to be just as low, you know?
Yeah. I want to do a TikTok. 'Cause my TikTok lately has been like all like music people being like, this is how you get discovered and stuff, right? It's all
Yeah.
bullshit, obviously. And like when we did our first album, we had this huge following in Brazil. And I want to do a TikTok where I'm like, I can tell you exactly how to do that.
Yeah.
Like I had a guitar player in my band. He was like kind of a hot shit. And he went to New York and he fucked this journalist. And she happened to be best friends with the biggest music blogger in Brazil.
Yeah.
And she gave him the album. And it was like his top albums that year were like Arctic Monkeys, Foo Fighters, my fucking band,
Yeah.
and like 2 other huge bands. And I'm like, if it happens, like you got to put yourself in the right place for those things to happen. But like a lot of times it just happens fucking by accident.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
think
mean?
you create your own luck in some sense, but
Of
yeah,
course.
sometimes it's just like you're in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
You need to be, I think.
Yeah.
There was that whole book, the 1,000 hours, the Malcolm Gladwell
Yeah,
book,
yeah, yeah.
where it was just like well, his argument was it's not always a coincidence. Like Bill Gates grew up next to like one of the only coding like places you could code in the United States.
Yeah.
Like he was just like one of the only people that lived in that area that like, so he just started coding at a really young age and then, you know, became like started buying water at like, started buying up the ocean at fucking whatever, 50 or whatever old he is. But yeah.
Yeah, no, it is weird though. It's like, it's just like the right person, but yeah, some of it's coincidental and some of it's like grinding, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like, you know, and it's a little bit easier. Like say you're a content creator. It's in theory not hard to just put out content every day, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And just put it to the internet. It's hard to move to California and fucking like knock on doors. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, or like, yeah, like or even like, I think for people who find maybe their like gear like a little bit later in life, like look at you with comedy, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, you're not in the position to move to New York and just fucking get up every night. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like
It's
you
still
have 4 kids.
badass to get on stage like that, especially, you know. It's
pretty
That's
sick.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be, I mean, I might be able to.
You'd be able to do it.
Yeah, but it's not like it's just something I'm like really scared to do. Like I have so much like I don't understand hecklers. Like how you could show up to a show and like heckle some like
I'm glad you brought this up because I wanted
where
to talk about
it's
this.
like, dude, like I'd like to see you try even. It's always people that don't have the ability.
Of course
that
it
are
is.
fucking talking shit. It's like, dude, you get up there and you do it.
I've only, knock on wood, I mean, I haven't really had to deal with it. I've dealt with one since I've been doing this for like the past 2 years. And it was just this completely drunken girl iron worker.
Yeah.
And she was just like,
Sounds like an awful
That's hot as
combination.
shit.
I mean, she was like asking me like, why weren't there porta potties on job sites for women? Like I was the fucking Mr. Suffolk
Yeah, like
construction.
you were in charge of
You
the
know what I
porta
mean?
potty
And like, and it
infrastructure.
didn't even really make sense, but I was like, dude, shut up. You know?
I asked that to Sean Latham, his buddy of mine. He's he opens for what's his name, Fluffy, all the time.
Yep.
And he said one time he had to like get in a guy's mug, like and he's like, I will fucking take you out of here and I will fucking knock you out.
Oh, actually.
Like the guy was just nasty. And like
Yeah.
like you're right though, it's people who don't have the talent who are assholes who like probably need some deep therapy.
Yeah.
You know, and are getting it.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like I'm kind of close to this. Like I at least do comedy. Like it's not even coming from a place of like, oh, I understand like what it takes to do it. It's not even that. It's just respect. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, why are you fucking?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember playing a show early on, like some kids like in the crowd yelling at me, like, what the fuck is this kid doing? He's like, I was in my 20s, and he's like, trebles too high on that guitar. Trebles too high.
Yeah.
I'm like, bud, like
That's actually kind of sick to be like that critical, like of it underlying. Just like the microphone stands off to the left, like.
real niche market.
There actually was one time that I seen a heckler almost die over a premiere on Broadway, maybe a year ago. There was this guy there was a kid up there. He was like trying to get into comedy. He was having a hard time.
Yeah.
You know, it happens to every one of us. If someone says they never had a bad time on stage, they're lying to you. And this guy just kept chirping at him. And what he didn't know is that this kid was from Salty. and he brought 5 of probably his toughest friends out there, and they surrounded this man in 2 seconds. And I was like, this guy's in for a bad time. So he kept like trying to say something, and he's like, you know who the fuck I am? And then God bless him, little Sean O'Brien was like, I don't give a fuck who you are, dude. He's like, who are you? He's like, I'm Sean O'Brien. The kid, I never saw this man go into a corner so quick in my fucking life. It was just the word. I was like, you got to know your surroundings, number one, but also don't be a fucking dickhead.
I don't advocate violence, but like at sometimes. Oh, dude, did any of you guys see the Raja Jackson video?
Oh, it's insane.
Dude, how is it's just there's things in life where I look at, I'm like, what? Why isn't? How is he not in jail yet?
It was
Like
fucking crazy.
He hasn't issued an apology. I don't care what anybody says. That is premeditated.
so if you didn't see
attempted
it,
murder.
he's the son of Rampage Jackson.
The Rampage Jackson, yeah. So it was basically.
It's not a very fun video to watch.
No, it's not. It's kind of upsetting,
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest. So if people haven't seen it, look up.
Did you
Raja-
see any of the videos beforehand?
So what happened was it was a wrestling event, right?
Yeah.
And I guess one of the guys threw like a prop can at
Yeah.
Raja Jackson. And Raja Jackson is not a wrestler. He's like a MMA train. Like he trains in MMA or whatever. But he was going to be at the show, and it's called a work when they're like, "Oh, we're building up." Because obviously, I hate to break this to anybody. Wrestling is scripted to an
Dumb.
extent. Yeah,
No, I love wrestling, dude.
wrestling's the best.
I love it.
It's my favorite. I just read a Vince McMahon book. Awesome. But anyway, how to humble brag. But yeah, so he threw like a prop can at this guy and went up to Raja Jackson after and was like, hey man, I was just trying to sell like tickets or whatever, like whatever. They shook hands, agreed that it was like fine, which first of all, you shouldn't have to shake hands over that. Raja Jackson, clearly a fucking idiot, did not understand the situation. Like it's a show, it's entertainment. So we shook hands. They said, okay, we'll squash the beef or whatever. I guess somebody came up to him after and was like, hey, you can give him a receipt in the ring. And, in wrestling terms, a receipt is like you can actually hit him.
Yeah.
When they're like slapping, you can actually hit him once, just, like that's how you get him back, right?
The crazy part about that, dude, that was the wrestler's like best friend that said that to him.
Because like they do that shit all the time.
yeah,
you
it's
can
like
just,
pop and drop.
you just, actually give him a slap or whatever. Like those guys are used to pain tolerance. It's like, just give him a slap. Pretty obvious. Okay, just hit him. He goes out there, throws this guy on his head. He's knocked unconscious immediately when he's hit on his head, and continues to deliver 23 fucking haymakers to this guy's head that's barreling off the canvas until like 4 people finally realized what was going on and ripped him off. It is premeditated, and there's videos of him being like, "I'm gonna go in there and fuck him up." It's like, dude. That guy belongs in a cage.
Yeah.
And to think about it, this wasn't even in the heat of the moment. This was 2 hours after he was mad. To have that sort of psychotic energy pent up and to be delivered in such a ferocious capacity, like 2 hours later, lock him up, dude.
Yeah.
That is a fucking crime.
Yeah, the video of him afterwards, like him walking outside in the parking lot, he was like, no one's going to fucking do that to me. I'm like, dude, that's some real Bush League shit what you just pulled, pal.
Bush League, dude.
Yeah, and it's like watching somebody who's defenseless getting ragdolled by somebody who is a fucking trained
fighter
killer
yeah.
is insane. Like, because that's one thing that like MMA guys are all like, I feel like are always saying is like they kind of know what they're capable of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
They pull off.
yeah. It's like it's fucking crazy, dude.
Watching his dad watch the video was kind of heartbreaking too, because you just saw him like, my son's an idiot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
but
not
he
really much
even,
to
I don't
defend.
even, he didn't even, he kind of, I'm not
kinda-
saying he
he kinda
defended him,
belittled it
but
a little bit.
he did belittle it but when you first see it, you could tell he's like, what the fuck? And then he like retracted his statement. He was like, well, there was some sort of understanding that he was going to get his lick back or something like that. And it's like,
Yeah, it's like, what?
dude, it meant one hit.
Yeah, and like it meant like a slap to the chest, you
Yeah.
moron.
Yeah.
Like, how stupid do you need to be? Do you even apologize for that?
No.
It's like
it's-
even for him that he had to go over and apologize. Like, hey, dude, I'm sorry for throwing a can. Like that guy's a lunatic.
Yeah, and then in part of Rampage Jackson's like statement base was like, and we have word that the guy's doing great. He's fine. He's in the hospital.
Yeah.
It's like, who cares?
Who
He's
cares?
doing okay.
He's okay now.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't know, but like, would you know the effects of 23 fucking
That's
blows
what I'm
to the
saying.
head in
He's
fucking
okay
5 years?
now. Talk to that guy 20 years when he's eating fucking like applesauce.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Out of
Like,
a straw.
Yeah. Dude, how about that guy who got fucking killed? Who is it? Like, it's around here somewhere the other day. It was like some guy was spray painting on the street.
I saw this morning.
And fucking
Shrewsbury.
And yeah, Shrewsbury, which is a fucking nice area.
Yeah.
And he calls 911 or whatever. It's like, hey, this guy's fucking spray painting graffiti on the street. and the guy just pulls out a gun and just kills the
Kills
guy.
him.
Yeah, and I guess he was clearly had a history of a criminal record, and the judge let him off due to mental health. I don't understand what that means. It's like, well, this guy's fucked in the head, so we're just gonna let
We're
this
gonna let
one
him
go.
go.
Like, why? No. If he's fucked in the head, you put him.
Throw him in the padded room.
Yeah, you.
I remember, dude, in Wakefield, they have like some guy, like, so my office is in Wakefield. So, like, some guy figured out that, like, they had the, you know, whatever the program is that you can build a halfway house, right? Or whatever,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like a house for people with mental problems. And this dude just bought up like 6 houses, and that's his business, right?
Yeah.
And so at 8 o'clock every day, they let these people out, and it's like the Walking Dead walking across the parking lots, right?
Yeah.
They're just out there. I remember talking to the guy with my landlord. I'm driving my check, and I'm like, yeah, it's fucking. One day yelling at somebody, he's like, yeah, they're all kind of harmless. Like, how do you know they're all harmless, dude?
Yeah.
They're fucking nuts. Like they're not harmless. They're not in those houses for no reason.
Right.
Like they're harmless. What does that even mean?
They're loony bins. Yeah, they're in that place. They're trying to remove those people from modern, like conventional society.
Exactly. And so they just stick them in the suburbs.
I
Like,
take one of those ins.
yeah,
I thought I had
absolutely.
one. I left it in
There
the
you go.
car. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts, dude. It's crazy. And then how about, did you see the thing? This was crazy. I saw this. It was the guy who was the fucking, who was the fraud investigator for the Postal Service around here in Boston.
Saw this
Did you
too.
see this?
Yep.
I think his name was like John Kelly. I think that's right. So this dude figured out that like there was this fraud of like, I don't know, like fucking Nigerian things and these elderly
Wait,
people
those are fake emails?
was sending the money in. So he figured it out, right?
Yeah.
So then he just starts taking the checks.
Bought everything in his house.
Bought everything in his house, paved his fucking. He was cashing the checks because he knew they couldn't
new
come
deck,
back for the money.
new pool, everything in his backyard is from
So
Nigeria.
this dude was the. I'm like, and I'm not lying. It's kind of a good scam.
Wait,
Like,
he was scamming the Nigerian?
no, he was intercepting the checks that were going to them.
He was the
Oh,
postal.
that's- I don't know. That's brilliant.
Because he was the fraud investigator.
Oh,
it feels
okay,
like
yeah.
it feels like you could like
he
like
was going like this.
yeah, like I don't know.
No one
like,
else is gonna
yeah,
know this.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the guy that's supposed to figure this shit out.
Yeah, yeah, because they would sound like cashier's checks probably or something like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
Good for him.
I think I told this story early on the podcast, but like years ago, like maybe like when I was like just around 30, like I got one of those Nigerian, emails like being like, hey, and I started corresponding with them like for
Yeah.
about 4 months, and I was like, this is fucking great timing. Like I'm going through a lot of shit, and like I
Yeah.
really could use the money, and I was supposed to get $1 million, obviously, but they need some money up front,
Yeah.
They want 10 grand, right? So I'm like, look, I was about to go wire the money yesterday, but I'm like, here's the thing. I think you guys are going to need more than 10 for these expenses. I'm like, why don't we do 25 and then whatever's left over, consider it a finder's fee? And they're like, well, we'll reimburse you. I'm like, no. Like, listen, you've done right by me. I had no idea this was going on. I had no idea. And then like finally one day I was like, I wish I could see your dumb faces in front of a bowl of rice, like just looking for this money coming in. But then again, like
You Shark Tank?
2 years later, 2 years ago, like somebody broke into my email and like tried to get one of my clients to wire them 45 grand that they owed me, and I'm like, those motherfuckers, they got you
back, yeah.
They're like they haven't forgot about me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Good
But
for
yeah,
them.
this dude had what he thought was a great scam. You know?
Yeah.
I never get those people like that woman just killed her whole family up in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
She was taking money for
she sucks,
620 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anybody who kills their own kids.
Slippery slope.
But dude, you know why I hate the internet for this? Well, I love the internet. Nobody loves the internet more than me.
Yeah.
But I hate it when I read the comments and they're like, mental health, postpartum depression. No, this lady was a total piece of dog shit.
Yeah.
She was stealing thousands of dollars.
$620,000.
And then she's like, yep, I'm going to get caught. Let me just Chris Benoit my entire
Dude, and I
fucking
saw the
clique.
guy on TV last night. They did a little interview with him, and he's like, her husband had a brain tumor. He's like, so I was kind of like soft pedaling this thing.
Yeah, it was
He's like,
Breaking
I
Bad.
have watched her kids grow up. They've been around my family. Like, I did care about this person. Like, it wasn't like, but she did steal like 620 grand. And I was being cognizant of the fact that they're also going through this thing with her husband and everything. And then she just fucking waxes her whole fucking family.
Yeah.
It's like,
Piece of
wax yourself.
I don't get that.
Did she end up killing
Yeah,
herself?
she killed all them.
if
and then killed
she
herself.
if she just
Loser.
offs herself, I don't think there's. I'm like, yeah,
Nobody cares.
It's Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
like, literally Breaking Bad. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking bad, dude. Scamming takes a lot of fucking you have to be kind of a sociopath to be able to do any of that. Like you have to
have
just
to be
you
a
have to be
complete
able to, out
sociopath.
of sight, out of mind, like not care about people. Like, dude, I stepped on if I step on like a cat's tail or something, I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
those people are just like, they don't care. 1,000-foot view.
I'll step on that tail as close as I can.
You guys been watching any good? I watched that doc. Actually, I don't want to get into this because it just came out yesterday.
yeah.
So I'm
But
gonna
it's supposed
say
to be
for-
really good, right?
Yeah. No, it's fucking fantastic. It's what I think it's the next great like Netflix doc. It's I would say B+ tier,
Yep.
A- tier. You know, but it's fucking fantastic. It's called Catfish. It's
High
something
School Catfish or
catfish,
something like
high
that.
school catfish or something like unknown number.
It's on the flicks.
It's on the flicks, dude. And I'm telling you, it is like a shocking reveal. It's fucking nuts, dude. One of the craziest things I've ever seen. You guys ever watch any good movies like that?
You know, I rewatched. So when I was in, like I said, my daughter was in children's for like a week, and your movie options are limited in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are some like these movies, and you know, I haven't watched in a long time. And I'm just talking about it, just general. Let's have some fun, watch a movie. Crazy Rich Asians is not a bad movie. Dude.
I got to see that.
It's good. It's
good.
good.
Yeah,
I heard it-
it's
I heard
like
it's great.
it moves good. It's paced perfectly.
Yeah.
Good flick.
Good
Good
hangover
performances. Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
I think
great one.
Hangover. I think when you guys did that draft, I think the pacing is the biggest
It's the key.
factor in
the key.
getting through. You
I
know.
totally missed the rules on that episode.
Well, I don't think there were any rules, which I think is the way to do it. But if I was going to do a Hangover movie draft, I would say pacing's number one. And for some reason, like I would have said Shaun of the Dead, which I think
Yeah.
somebody said, it just moves fast. Another one, Zombieland, just happens to be another
Yeah.
zombie movie. That moves fast. I think Borat's a good one.
Yep.
Because you're never stuck. It's just moving and moving, you know,
Yeah.
something like that.
That's
But
this is a good chance to talk about Weapons, right?
Weapons
So
was awesome.
you texted us, you're like, you got to see Weapons. So I went as soon as the day I got home from South Carolina, I took Tommy to see Weapons. And the first thing I thought about was, I'm like, this movie's paced perfectly.
perfectly.
Perfect pacing of a movie.
Yeah.
You're never bored. You're never thinking, you know, because I don't care what you say, like the internet has also ruined all of us. Like I find with myself, if I sit down for a movie sometimes, I'm like, I gotta fucking sit through this whole thing. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? This movie just cooks, dude. It just
Yeah.
fucking cooks. It's so good.
And it's a movie. I think you kind of like horror movies hit different if in the theater. Like you have to go like in the theater for some reason, dude. I got out because I think there was a battle over claiming that script in Hollywood for a
Yeah.
long time because it was
Weapons
just-
is a horror.
Weapons horror. It's a
Yeah.
horror thriller. Like but it has really good elements of horror. There's this one car scene, unbelievable. Yeah, there's like I don't know. Our theater was quiet the entire time. Like everybody was locked
Well,
in.
I told you, I think I told the story in the thing. It was a fucking fat lady and fat guy next to me, and the guy inappropriately laughed at like every scene.
Yeah.
And Tommy was like, I was ready to fucking murder this guy.
Well-
Like it's like he was ruining the vibe of the movie.
Yeah, well, I think Peele, who's the guy that did Get Out? Jordan Peele. Yeah, Jordan Peele had a great thing where he was like, yeah, the difference between comedy and horror is just the music. And then I heard that quote, and later that night I watched this movie called Good Boy, and I texted you.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
found out you guys did Old Boy.
Oh boy.
So
Yeah.
I watched Good Boy, right? It was this movie. It was a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes for critic score. And then it was like a 34% for audience. And I'm normally aligned with the critics a little bit. So I'm like, I'm going to check this out because I've never seen such a disparity. Worst movie I've ever seen in my life. But I'm just going to give it away, dude. There was like it's this guy that's living with a human that's in a dog costume. And like,
I'm in.
yeah, it's crazy. It's this dog costume. And it's like, you think it's like this fetish thing where
Oh,
like,
I thought the dog was real.
no, so that's A Good Boy.
Oh,
So
this
that's
is
a new
different-
movie that's
Oh
coming
no,
out.
no, no! This is the one with what's his name?
This is a
Tommy-
Swedish one.
Okay, all right.
This was made in Sweden, right?
Okay, not the one with the dog that sees the ghost.
No, that
Okay.
one's supposed to be really good.
Okay.
And now
All right, I
they're
was getting
releasing that in
confused.
theaters. But this one's called Good Boy. And this guy lives with a guy that lives in a dog outfit and whatever. And he just pretends to be a dog 24/7. And you think it's like this weird fetish thing. And then midway through the movie, like the girl that's dating him is just left in the room with the guy in the dog costume. And he just like walks up to her. He's like, you need to get me the fuck out of here. Like, I'm whatever. And I burst out laughing. It was supposed to be like a, oh no moment. And I was laughing so fucking hard. 'Cause then he goes back to being a dog and the girl's just sitting there like, oh shit, I don't know. Dude, funniest fucking thing I've ever seen, but awful movie.
Yeah, I haven't watched that much lately. Like I said, I saw Weapons in theater. I saw what's the fucking 28 Years Later.
I heard that was great.
I thought it was good. It's got a very strange ending. I'm not gonna give it away, but it was great. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
You were just talking about people that kind of suck in the movie theater, though. immediately thought, if it wasn't the last time I was in the theaters, I can't tell you the last time I actually went to the movies to watch a movie, but this brought me right back to this. I ended up seeing Den of Thieves when that came out.
Yeah.
And there was a guy in front of me who couldn't have been more obnoxious in my fucking life. So we've all seen Den of Thieves, right?
Yeah.
The very beginning of the movie, this guy's like, this is just a fucking town. This is the West Coast town. And I'm with Christy. I'm like, I'm going to snap on this guy in 2 seconds.
Dude, people talking in the movies drives me nuts.
He wasn't
it's
talking.
nuts.
He was fucking screaming.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you got to be quiet. He's like, but you've seen the town, right? This is it. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude.
It's the same guy that anytime a tight end catches the ball, he's like, dude, no, he's no Gronk.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, dude.
You got to learn how to fucking block in this game.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to block. He's not playing the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I saw some old woman eat shit in the movie theater. It was like gave like this involuntary like "Ooh," like when she hit the ground and popcorn went everywhere and I had to leave. I was laughing so fucking hard. This older woman too. I felt bad about it, but see ya.
All right, a couple quick ads. Misguided Spirits. By the way, James texted me the other day. I'm like, hey, you should come to the Halloween party. And he's like, I'm gonna see if I'm alive. I'm partying with Oasis this
Yeah.
morning.
I know a bunch of people that are going to that concert tomorrow.
Where is it?
New York.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I love Oasis. I've been watching. Dude, here's the thing too. That the internet's ruined. They've been shooting all these fucking shows in 4K.
Yeah.
They sound great. First of all, but second of all, like I can watch it in here. It's awesome.
Are they doing like a reunion? Why are they popping lately?
'Cause they hate
would
each other
The
forever.
brothers hate each other.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like they basically like didn't talk for like 20
Yeah.
So
years.
they're just like hate fucking on stage.
Essentially.
Yeah,
That's
they
awesome.
probably broke and they need a little dough.
Well,
Yeah.
that was Fleetwood Mac for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were all fucking.
Hell yeah.
The brothers were
are
fucking.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the brothers are fucking
That
too.
rules.
That would be sick. The last the last tour they just fuck
Get
on
naked?
stage. Yeah.
Well, you know what it is? I was in here, and I was watching it with my son, and I'm like, that like Liam Gallagher, I'm like, that's a fucking rock star. We don't have those anymore. You
Yeah,
know what I
I
mean?
know. Yeah.
Like that guy doesn't give a fuck.
They
He just-
walk so fucking cool. They just have a
Oh, dude,
demeanor
he's just
about
a
them.
man.
Yeah.
And you ever seen the one where he's talking about when I'm not gonna. I should have just downloaded it if I knew we were talking about it. But like he talks about like when somebody's like, "You want to go for a pint?" And he's like, "Who wants to go for a pint?"
Yeah.
Like he's like, "That's the biggest waste of time in your life." You know what I mean? He's like, "I want to go for like 15 pints."
Yeah.
He's like, that's what I want to go for. Yeah, he sounds great. They sound fucking awesome. My buddies went to a couple guys I know went to. They were in like Toronto or something like a week ago.
Yep.
They went to that. And I was like mildly jealous. I will say that like the older I get, the less interested I am in going to see big bands in big venues.
Same.
Yeah.
Like I'm just not. It's just like you're stuck in your seat. Like it's just not like I like going to see bands at like a MGM Music Hall or something. Some of you move around a little bit.
Yeah.
Go get a drink, you whatever. You can hang out. You can talk a little bit. I'm not all about just being stuck in my seat.
I think the good news for us is that like every artist, regardless of what genre, right? We're past our prime, so they're gonna be at those venues. They're not selling out Fenway right now for the
Yeah,
most
you're
part.
gonna get to see him on the cheap.
So, by the way, and I just talked about this on stage last weekend, I guess. Do you know about the Chris Brown thing when you can meet him?
no.
So
Yeah.
Chris Brown has this thing where you can spend $1,200 to take a picture with him, and people are doing it.
That's insane.
So I know people, and I made a status about it. You definitely seen it, where I was like, "Don't you fucking dare complain
Yeah.
about sports registration fees when you can't afford rent and you're literally taking pictures with a man that wants nothing to do with you."
Yeah, that's insane.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
I feel like it's so crazy to want to take a picture with somebody. It would have to be somebody hyper specific, I guess.
That'd be like Brady.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's so weird to be like, "Hey, I got a picture with this person." It's like,
Trump's
congratulations.
one.
That would be
Trump's
one
a
I want.
flex,
One.
yeah.
So I want to say probably 15 years ago, I did a meet and greet with Jadakiss, my favorite ever.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it was at Middle East, and I went downstairs, and basically what they wanted to do was $100. They wanted you to take a picture and screw. And I said, fuck that. I'm at least going to talk to this man for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So I was like, Jade, I just want to tell you a quick story real quick. And he's like, it's good. He's got the best voice ever.
it was second grade, man.
And I go, so I was listening to your album, Kiss the Game Goodbye, and you had a lyric that said, and to all the Section 8 kids, just remember these 4 words, yo, we gonna make it. He goes, yeah. I go, well, I went to my mother and I said, Jade is talking about us. And she goes, what the fuck are you talking about? And I said, well, we're on Section 8. She goes, you fucking idiot. That's like a nationwide thing. I thought Section 8 was like Malden.
Oh, that's great.
He fucking lost his mind. It was worth its weight in gold. And the bouncer just kept trying to like push me out, and he was like, "Styles, come here." He brought over the whole locks to listen to the story. It was great.
That's great.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
He's a funny ass dude. For some reason, rappers have podcasts now. The funniest dudes on the planet.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like
Cameron's got a good one. Joe Budden's got a good one. Him and Fat Joe's great.
Cameron Mays, Joe Budden. Who else? There's got to be a couple others, but I'm surprised like Eminem's never been like a outward person really. He just released a song that would never released off the Eminem show.
Oh, I did see that.
It's really good because I listened to it. I'm like, this sounds like old Eminem. And then
Yeah.
I found out later, it's like, yeah, well, this was on the cutting room floor of the
That-
Eminem show.
that-
It's my favorite album.
That
of all
happened to
time.
me
Yeah.
with fucking Tom Petty because I was a huge Tom Petty guy. And later in his years, he just didn't put out a thing I thought was very good. And it happens. But like all of a sudden, it was like new Tom Petty. It was like, went down swinging. And I'm like, holy shit, he's fucking back. And they're like,
Yeah.
this is a cut that came off Wallflowers that never came out. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck.
You know what the best fun fact is to tell people is when they realize that "Hurt" by Johnny Cash is actually a 9 Inch
Yeah.
Nails song.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I know, but they covered. I'm like, no, Johnny Cash covered 9 Inch Nails. And
Yeah.
they're just like, what?
Well, that when people don't realize that like Wagon Wheel was made popular by Old Crow Medicine Show, not Darius Rucker.
Yeah.
And that also
that
Bob Dylan
broke my heart.
Dylan wrote the fucking chorus they
Yeah.
stole it from. By the way, I heard a great Dylan story I'd never heard the other day. Guy who wrote like a bunch of stuff on Bruce Springsteen wrote a thing about with Bob Dylan. Dylan's like a classic like cryptic dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Dylan, he walks into the guy's office. He's got this big poster of Springsteen signed, like whatever. Bob Dylan goes, "Hey, is that guy still driving around my stolen car?"
Yeah.
Like he's basically being like he's been doing my act for fucking years. I
Yeah.
loved it. It was fucking great. Yeah.
Did you? What the hell was it? Oh, Johnny Cash. Did you ever see his grandson, the artist?
No, I think I have
He's like
seen
this
him.
fucking. He looks like he was. Well, I think he was in jail, but he's got like this big beard, and he starts singing. He sounds just like him.
I have seen that kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
The
fucking-
problem is some of those guys you don't know. Like I think that is legit, but like there was a kid flipping around on TikTok for a while that was like supposedly Lane Staley's son, and like it turns out he's not. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Lane Staley didn't have a kid. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
So it's like you don't know. So that's the
Thomas
thing.
Gabriel's his name.
That's the kid's
Yeah.
name. Could be Roseanne Cash's kid or something like that.
Well,
She was a singer and she's good.
There's certain people that their speaking voice, you can already tell that they can sing. Like there's like two genres. Like there's country that you can tell a guy's a country singer just
Yeah.
by the way that he talks, and then like Sinatra style music. Like, you can tell like like there's the only two genres where you can tell like what that person does just by their speaking voice.
Yeah. You know who's such a cunt is Mark Maron.
Oh,
Dude,
fucking piece of
his
shit.
fucking press tour that he's been going on, basically saying he's been going around saying like, basically fuck Shane Gillis, fuck all these guys, like
Yeah.
they're all in their own fucking
Call out
echo chamber.
Chappelle.
Yeah, and now and also like he was like, then he goes in on music the other day. He's talking about Joe Bonamassa, who's one of the best blues guitar players of the generation. Now, Joe Bonamassa is unintentionally the funniest person I've ever seen. Like I watch
Yeah.
videos where he talks about his gear. He's definitely autistic. He'll say stuff like, I was with one of my best friends, Steven Seagal, looking at guitars, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that is just insane.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's like, I don't think Joe Bonamassa knows who he is. He's like, he's a great mimic, but he's not really a player. And I'm like, who the fuck are you, Mark
I know.
Maron?
Mark
You know what I
Maron.
mean?
I don't think I've ever seen him do stand-up comedy.
No, I haven't either.
No, I've never seen one thing. He was going at Chappelle and stuff. I hate when like now comedians are going like saying that the like guys in Rogan's is like an echo chamber. I guess it kind of is, but it's like the whole like you act like institutional media doesn't exist, which is just so far left nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Well,
like
and the other one who's going in on him is Jeselnik, and Jeselnik's like,
Jeselnik's
he's a
sicko.
dickhead. Now listen,
He's a
like
sicko.
Jeselnik.
He's
I
so
think he's
funny.
got some very
I
funny
think
stuff.
I think he's the
but
best
he's
joke
just a
writer.
fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember seeing, I forget what special it was. Maybe it was comedian. I don't remember. But like, he was like in the back room and he's like, I know I'm like the best comedian
Yeah.
like, in the world.
Yeah.
Like he's a dick. Like,
Yeah.
and that's what allows him to do what he does. But like, he's a dickhead.
It's not a bit. Like he's like I said, we talked about this last time. Like I used to listen to his podcast, and it just got a little bit like it's just like, oh god, it's just he's so fucking up his own ass. It's
Like,
crazy.
okay, you know Ryan Russillo?
Yeah,
He's like big podcaster, sports podcaster.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
He was with the Ringer. He's actually leaving to start his own company that's backed by Barstool. He was the manager at the bar I worked at in college. Russillo is like a hot ass. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, we
he's not
you
the
talked
worst
about him.
guy in the world.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like he can take a
but-
joke.
Yeah, but he's like a dickhead. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's what it's allowed him to do what he's done.
Yeah.
Right. Like he thinks he's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So therefore, other people do.
Right,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? But yeah, that's kind of that thing. It's like some of those guys like Jeselnik or whoever, it's like, by the way, it's like, chill out, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fucking relax just because you have no friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you got to support like your fucking industry to an extent. I do. I go back and forth on this with the political correctness because everybody's like it's killing comedy, but in a way, like it's made comedy more dangerous. And I feel like comedy is most effective when it's dangerous. Like if it wasn't for the pushback, comedy wouldn't be so fun to listen to.
Yeah.
Like what's making comedy great now is the pushback.
Yeah.
That like, oh, we're not supposed to say this. Like it's supposed to be dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, and like nobody's getting taken off a stage. Like I remember back, some of those guys would say some stuff and then get arrested and taken off stage. I forget the guy's name, whatever, but he was like famous for getting taken off stage. Same with Carlin with like the 7 things you can't say on TV. But like, you know, comedy's dangerous again to an extent.
Yeah. Have you seen that clip with Norm and Artie when they were talking about when they're on Mad TV and Norm makes him tell the story
Yes.
about when he pitched the good Will Smith?
Yes.
And it's like, and it was like, and Adi tells it, and he's like, I'm not gonna do the voice he did, but basically,
Yeah.
like Adi's like, had this skit that he pitched. It was called Good Will Smith, like Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
And it's like, but he's a janitor. Will Smith's a janitor, and like the problem on the board is 2 + 2, and he solves it. And they're like, whoa! They're like, it took the professors here 6 years to figure that out. He's like, they said it was racist.
Yeah.
But that's like what's great about like whenever you like I guess that's like some people are gonna like listen. Nate Bargatze's great. I think he's fucking hilarious.
He's one of my
That
favorite
said,
right now.
like that doesn't really like I like to feel like uncomfortable a little.
Yeah.
you know
yeah.
what I mean.
He's he works clean, which is wildly impressive.
commendable.
Yeah.
Like, it's
just-
very difficult to do.
He
Yeah.
just shits all over his wife. It's great.
Yeah.
It's so good funny.
He is girl comedy though.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
girl I know is
Yeah.
like, I love Nate Bargatze.
Oh, dude, everybody's like, "Are you going?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, Maggie doesn't like."
It's
it
the
so
same
much."
type of thing as people like, I love Bert Kreischer. I'm like, yeah, I like him, but I know who you are.
Yeah,
I know exactly who you
Yeah,
are.
it's like when I say it's like people who I think like their favorite band's Pearl Jam. I'm like, I
Yeah.
know what you are.
Yeah, I
Like,
know where you're coming from.
I know exactly what you did in high school.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
it's
I mean?
kind of weird how people just attach themselves to like just a very clear cut identity. Like if I can look at you and I know who you voted for, like either right or left, it's not a good thing.
No, it's a
Like
bad
I
thing.
should have to like talk to you to know.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. If you have like nuts on the back of your truck and like Calvin pissing,
yeah,
on, Calvin pissing on something, like you know what you'd love is Valley Heat. Have you listened to Valley Heat?
No.
It's an unbelievable podcast. He's a comedian, but he does it as like it's like he's living in California and he's like deciding to investigate like somebody he thinks is doing a drug drop off.
Yeah.
He does like ads for local businesses while he's doing it. It's fucking hilarious. But he does a whole rant on the Calvin on the back of the trucks. He's like, what did Calvin ever fucking do?
Yeah, why is
to
he
end up on the
pissing
back
on
of these trucks,
everything?
pissing on everything?
I know.
Like he was a nice guy who had like a tiger buddy. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Yeah, well, it's like
fuck
the-
did he ever do anything?
He's Calvin's in that weird thing that we talked about Garfield, like the thing you sent me. Like nobody, I don't think anybody fucking likes Garfield, but it's just like this major recognizable like IP. You
Yeah.
know that I looked up a thing that was like the top grossing IPs of all time, and like number 1 was like Marvel, obviously. Number 2 was Star Wars. Number 3, Winnie the Pooh.
Really?
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck?
Where'd
did-
your boy come in at?
Paddington?
Yeah.
Oh, he probably wasn't even close. He should have been. Actually, if Winnie the Pooh's that high, then
Yeah,
Paddington's
Paddington's gotta be up there.
Yeah, Paddington's like is Europe's answer to like Winnie the Pooh. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess he's probably up there pretty, I can look this up right now. We can find out.
Let's find out how he's doing monetarily. Danny, talk about Bella's real quick.
Bella's Roast Beef, 1211 Osgood Street, North Andover. People are going up there, they're trying the professor, they're failing miserably. So if you think that you can get up there and give that a show, what is it, like 24 ounces,
Yeah, it's
something like that of beef? It's nuts. Comes out on a pizza tray. Get up to bellasna.com, as we know it stands for North Andover, Not Narcotics Anonymous. Go up there, see Harry, see Sandra, see the team. Tell them that we sent you over here at Pulling the Cork.
Yeah, then leave there and then go over and get some shirts made at Ben Franklin Print Co.
Bingo.
They're running some deals right now on like
Yeah, they
single
are.
print stuff.
Yep.
Like you can get some good deals with them. Tell them you know us. Tons of my friends have gotten stuff made there, both for the sports teams and everything else. They do a great job. They're fucking on it. Like they really do a great job. And then finally, the success lift. You want to get jacked. You want to get ripped. You want to get more longevity. You want to be better in bed. I don't know if I can really speak to that, but you hook up with Panuzzo. Josh the Ironworker's in there now.
Oh, baby.
I've been lifting for 13 weeks straight. I'm getting stronger. It's amazing. It works. You know, if you keep doing something a lot,
It's crazy how
it
it
works.
happens.
It's consistency works.
Is
You know,
anybody in there at 7%?
I don't think so. That's the problem.
So-
Is that, yeah, well, you don't need it. That's the
I
thing.
should be called the 7% club, and I'll go up against Panuzzo.
7%.
I'll
club.
collect a
I
crew
do.
of fats.
I do laugh thinking about Robert DeLeo, the guy who wrote all the songs for. In my mind, they're direct neighbors. Like, and he's like looking out his window, and Panuzzo's like talking into a phone, like with like a kettlebell, and he's like, "I wrote Plush."
Like Suburbia.
Yeah, he's like, "I wrote fucking Vaseline
Yeah.
for fucking Stone Temple Pilots." You know what I mean? And like, I played like all the big rooms, and like I'm watching this guy swing kettlebells. And
Yeah, this guy's
You know what I
dumping raisins and
But I will say one thing about Panuzzo is he's nothing if he's not very like honest. Like he was texting me pictures of, or he had one of his buddies come out and visit him, and the guy just played tunes with him, hung out with him, right? And he sent me some of those videos. I mean, this guy Robert DeLeo is one of those guys. Like they're playing Jackson 5. He's playing the fucking exact bass line. He's got like a
Yeah.
memory. Like he's like a he's like a musical savant.
yeah, what do you want?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. And Panuzzo's like, it's all lost on me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's almost better because if I lived next to this guy, I'd be like, I'd just be waiting to see. I'm like, what time does he take his trash out? So I can fucking get out there and be like, hey, what's up? Like I'd have like a little something blaring in the background, trying to chat him up. The guy couldn't stand me. I guarantee it. He'd hate my guts.
So funny you just brought up Panuzzo, right? He just texted the group right now as we're on air.
Yeah.
At everyone, reminder that the gym is open and football is not on yet. Let me tell you something, Brian. Let me tell you something, Brian. Today is Christmas for Danny Gillis.
That's right.
I am not going to Crunch Fitness. Leave me the fuck alone. All right. I'm going to have chicken wings today. I'm having buffalo chicken dip.
12-ounce
go.
curls.
Yeah.
I'm having 12-ounce curls. I'm going to cry in about an hour watching Lee Corso pick his final hit piece. All right. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't
Great.
need these death threats.
Wait, so Lee Corso's done
Yeah,
today?
Today.
great pencil salesman.
Why is he just in for the first?
Look at him. He's 107 years old.
Yeah,
he
look
is
at him,
like
dude. He's old.
9,000 years
And
old.
he's the fucking best.
He's over 3 billion seconds old. dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, sweet. I got the IP list.
Okay.
So I was wrong. All right. Can you guess the number one IP? And this could be like anything. It's not Marvel.
Okay.
Marvel comes in at actually like 8, I think.
Jesus.
Looney Tunes.
Marvel comes in at like 10 almost. Looney Tunes is a good guess. I would have thought Looney Tunes. I'm not even seeing that on here.
I feel like they did this on Bad Brain.
So I guess that it's not a good guess.
Is it a comic?
Did they do it on? Is that what I'm thinking of?
I think
We
they
might
did.
be. We might be stealing it from Bad
I
Brain.
think we are.
Did they? That's
Yeah.
because I heard it somewhere. Yeah. All right.
The first thing stolen from
Yo,
Bad Brain
shout out
ever.
Bad Brain.
By
This
the
is
way,
what happens. Yeah.
I'm wearing my fucking Bad Brain
How are
sweatshirt.
ya?
If you order this in September,
Yep.
you may get it in the middle of summer.
I've
That's
been.
why I
I've
got
been
this.
basically begging Al to be on Al Brain. Bad
Brain.
Brain. Yeah, Al Brain. Al Brain.
That's what they should call it.
Yeah, I've been like hitting him DM. I'm like, hey, when are we doing this podcast? I want to go because Al for some reason makes me laugh more than like probably the average person. Like his style of humor, just kind of like shitting on like people, like with just like
Yeah.
it's so dismissive.
Yes.
it's the same reason I think like Trump's funny.
Yeah.
it's just like that dismiss. Yeah, guy's fucking retarded. Like, the guy's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
dude, he is retarded. Like I just fucking die laughing.
I could, yeah. I mean, for me, it's like that's my favorite type of humor. So it's like I just think it's like for some people, it's like me. It's like I always say, it's like some people like it's like too much salad dressing for them. You know what I mean? It's like too much Ken's Italian salad dressing on a salad.
Yeah.
For me, it's like the perfect amount. Like I'm like, give me all the negativity, the hate.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I met Al for a roast beef on Thursday. First thing he does when he walks in, he's like, you know what I fucking hate? And I'm like, there we go. That's what I want. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what I want. It's like Bob C, you know? By the way, big shout out for you on that combo Bad Brain show.
I
with
got compared to Eminem.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
what an apt comparison.
Yeah.
No, it is. Well, and he even prefaced it by being like, "I don't want to be." Oh, thank. It was Devon, I think.
Javon.
Javon, dude, thank you. That was like one of best praise you can get. But like, and he prefaced it. He was like, "I don't want to make the way." The thing I don't like is when people listen to it and they're like, "Oh, this sounds like you sound like Mac Miller." It's like. I don't sound anything like Mac.
No.
Yeah.
Eminem, I get. It
Yeah.
makes a little bit. I'm not saying I'm as good. I'm just saying, like, I get it.
Yeah,
it
sure.
makes sense. It sounds like Eminem. But Mac Miller, I'm like, Little Dicky, I get because the comedy
part, yeah.
The Mac Miller, he's just white.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like I'll take Logic before I sound more like Logic than Mac Miller.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I like Mac Miller. I had nothing against Mac Miller. You know, rest in peace. But like, I'm like, I don't sound fucking anything like that, dude.
By the way, we're putting the tickets on sale to the Halloween party on Tuesday. I have it all set up, ready to go. So those will be
Got a
active.
plethora of emails, inboxes about the old Halloween party that people want to already buy the ticket. So let's go, dude.
Yep.
Is this
CJ
at the
DJ.
Irish American? You guys do this?
Sure is.
Yeah.
Great time. Some great costumes. Have gone through that place. Some awesome ones. So yeah, that's gonna be a great time. It's a great time for year, but it's early this year. It's October 4th, so get your
October
stuff ready.
4th.
And you got to wear a costume. That's the only rule. We're gonna figure out some food and stuff like that too. We'll figure out all the details. I got a little sidetracked. But as I was saying too on this when I did the solo podcast the other day, which 3 people wrote to me were like, "You're really good doing it by yourself." And I'm like, "Good," because
It's nearly impossible to do.
no, dude. Once you get to a half hour,
Yeah.
it's like sitting in a sauna too long.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you start getting dizzy.
You're literally you're
You
sweating.
can only
Like,
talk
you're-
to yourself for so long. Al can do an hour, but
Al's great doing it,
Yeah,
buddy.
he's
Yeah.
great. But furniture in fucking in the hospitals, like I just don't get it. I know I said the other day, it was like, are they trying to prove a point that like, hey, we're putting all the money into the fucking medicine? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like yeah. There's
like it's the worst couch to sleep on, or are they saying like we want to get you out of here as
like
fast
they're
as possible?
trying to make it less comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like there was like an effort into being like, let's make this like very difficult to sit on for a long period of
Yeah.
time.
Also, every nurse that came in would ask Addie if she was a Taylor Swift fan because that was the day that she got engaged. I heard this actually was on Kirk Minham, but they were talking about it's like, do you remember being like, oh, Bruce Springsteen got engaged today? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No,
well, like
it is.
fucking, or like Eminem got, had
Yeah.
his kid today. It's like wild that it's like that's like big news,
Yeah, well, I mean, she's like a maverick, dude. She's on like a different planet right now.
Yeah.
Taylor, we went to Canopy Lake. I took my little cousins to
That
Canopy
lady
Lake.
she's got it down.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like a well-known thing that like she's a really good Taylor. Because I was walking by, I'm like, this chick's fucking incredible.
She's like one of the
Looks
best ones like in the
exactly
United
like it.
States.
At
Yeah.
Canopy Lake?
Yeah, she goes like wild
No,
on
I,
TikTok. Yeah.
I saw her a couple months ago when I was up there. No, she's very good.
It was very, I'm like, dude, if I had a kid, I'd be going to, we're not going to Taylor. I would just tell the kid this is
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. We're going to go, and then we can go on some rides, get some fried dough.
That's
the
the
Yankee
best. I was
Cannonball?
about to say, you could be the Yankee Cannonball line and be like, from a distance, that is Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's the thing with kids. You can just lie to them. The best lie I ever heard was the guy I work with said that he told his kids that if the ice cream truck is making music,
Yeah,
that-
out of ice cream.
Yeah, they're out of ice cream. It's one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
You know what I like? They say that thing that's like you never realize the last time you picked up your kid till like it's over. That doesn't bother me at all. I don't really like picking people up. So, and by the time you're last picking them up, they're too big to be picked up. Really,
Yeah.
you don't realize your last trip to Canby Lake with your kids till it's over, though.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah,
'cause
no, you
then-
said you were jealous
yeah,
of me
because I'm
I was-
like, because like now, like if Tommy's like Canby Lake's bullshit. I'm like, put those fucking
Fuck
words
you,
back in
dude.
your fucking mouth, motherfucker.
Fuck you. And you take out the
Yeah.
belt.
Yeah, just fucking crack
Say
'em.
it again.
Yeah, but I love Canby Lake Park, dude. I fucking
Yeah,
love it.
Canby Lake
Last
Park
time
is
I went,
good.
I took Addie and her friends, and like I just kind of walked around. Like I didn't ride anything. I was just kind of cruising around. I'm like, it's just a fucking fun environment.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
didn't go to the water park, but we went on. The only thing we didn't go on was the Yankee Cannonball. 'Cause
Yeah.
the line is like out
Yeah.
the fucking ass for it. But
Dude, well, I think it's because it's so fucking old. For whatever reason, the line doesn't move very fucking
yeah,
quick.
it doesn't. No.
And I always thought that there was 2 a row, and it's only 2. So you think that this ride's going to take 40 people at a time, and it only takes 20. It's like, ugh.
You know, who I want to go to Canopy Lake with the plus size park hoppers. Dude. That's why I want to go to Canopy Lake. People unaffiliated, the plus size park hoppers are like 5 fat chicks that their Instagram account is just telling you if you can fit in certain rides. And there's this one girl, Chelsea, that can't fit in any of the rides. I don't know why she goes to the park. Like, if you're like that obese, there's like a few things you just got to cut out of your life, and one of them is amusement parks. food. And amusement parks is just one of those things. It's like that's like one of the only places you can go where there's like a weight limit to enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
Like again, name another place that you can go to where you're gonna be like, all right, you can't do this because you're fat.
I lost my train of thought before we
Can't go
started
on
the show.
Southwest Airlines anymore.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought before the show, but I wanted to talk to you guys about this before the show, but I'll just say it on it. There's an unbelievable TikTok account, and I forget the name of it. It's like Midwest Fishing or something like that. And it's like the kid who was talking about it on TikTok is like, my favorite part of this account is that you don't even know it's his TikTok until you get into the back of it. So what the guy does is he takes his girlfriend's picture and he puts it on like Hinge or whatever, right? And then he finds guys on TikTok on Hinge in his area that have like a fishing picture. and then he like asked them for their favorite, like starts hitting on them, but then asks them like, "What's your favorite fishing spot?" And like they'll tell him the spot, and then in the TikTok he goes and then fishes in the spot. And he rates it.
That's actually
It's fucking
brilliant.
awesome.
That's
fucking
brilliant.
brilliant. Yeah, yeah. See, that's like what the internet's good for.
Yeah, so he's not even like catfishing. Well, he's
No.
literally fishing.
Yeah,
but
he's literally
he's like-
fishing. Yeah, he's literally fishing. It's great.
I'm taking a piss.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, we're gonna end it. We're gonna end this. This is an hour, so it's a Labor Day weekend special. This will come out Tuesday for everybody else, but it'll come out today on Patreon, and then we'll do a Patreon and we'll get out of here. It's been a hectic fucking couple weeks with kids starting school. You were sick.
Yeah,
Addie was in the
was I
fucking
ever, dude?
hospital. And
You can still hear my cough and shit. It's
no, I know.
fucking
Addie was in the
brutal.
hospital. Tommy's sick now. He just came home from football yesterday. He's like, I feel like shit.
Jesus.
So,
How's he liking his new car?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice little go-kart.
What's
You
he
know
got?
I mean? It's like a Jeep Compass.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's like 100,000 miles on it. I think, yeah. Did I tell the story when I did? I don't think so. Dude, this guy comes to deliver
Yeah,
the thing.
you didn't talk about this.
This guy comes to deliver it. Now, this is the type of guy we'd love to drink beers with.
Yeah.
He's like, shows up. He's like, dude, he's like, yeah, how's it going? He's like, he calls me. He's like, hey, sorry, I'm a little late. He's like, but I hit traffic in Cambridge. I'm talking about Joe. This guy delivered. I decided to use Carvana to get Tommy's car because I didn't want to deal with going to the dealership.
Yeah.
We went to two. It was just a nightmare. So I buy the thing. They're like, they deliver it for you. I'm like, great. They get the plates. Everything's done. This dude, right, comes out of the thing. He's like, all right, man. He's like, what do you think of the Pats this year? You know, and I'm like, I like this guy. He's kind of hot shit. He's like, yeah, I sold cars for years. This is my second delivery.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. And next thing you know, his iPad is he's trying to do this with me and sign the documents. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then he's like getting frustrated. Now he's back in the truck for 45 minutes. Maggie's like, is he dead in the truck? Like, what is going on? He's on the phone. He's fucking, Then he's like, cuts out. He's like, I'm having trouble getting this thing. I got locked out of it. Said I logged in. I tried to log in 6 times. I didn't try to log in more than once. I'm like, I don't think the iPad's lying. So,
Yeah.
but he could get into like the general thing. So then I'm on the thing and I'm chat GPTing like how to save a document because he's scanning the document, it's not saving to his photos
Right.
because it saves into your notes. It doesn't save into your photos. So now I'm using his Slack, which Slack is for people that use Slack. Slack's like a business thing you use, right?
It's
So it's like,
misery,
yeah. So, but like I know how to use Slack because I have one for work. And like, so I'm out there basically working for Carvana for an hour, right? This dude is like, teamwork makes the dream work, man. I'm like,
love
I just
that.
want my fucking car, buddy. You know what I mean? And then he fucking goes to put the license plate on. He's like, I got a better adapter here. This doesn't look great. Cuts his fucking hand wide open with a fucking razor blade. Now Maggie's fucking suturing the guy up, right? I'm like 2 hours to get the car delivered. So I don't know if that was the right move, but if you see a guy delivering your Carvana, he's got glasses on. He's about 6'2". He said he was 60. He's in good shape for that. Just plan on just having a couple spaces with the
Yeah,
guy,
I
but
would say, give him a
don't
couple
rely
socials.
on him to be able to deliver that
That
car.
guy's never gonna figure it out either.
No. But anyways, all right. So that was a quick little episode. Joe's gonna get off to a golf tour. We're gonna do a quick Patreon. We will be back with Fitzy, by the way. I know you guys miss him. Everybody misses Fitzy. He's the best.
Yeah, shout out Fitzy.
Shout out Fitzy.
Fitz.
Shout out Matt Fitzmaurice. All right, peace.